I'm Linda. This is the Emporium Marketplace. We have a new wonderful artist as a vendor. She is my new friend, Laura Hockfield, and she is making these wonderful murals, which I'm calling mine, Our Town, because I get to pick entrepreneurs that are involved particularly in small business. A lot of people think that all the small business is just around the circle, and that there could be nothing less true. So the Emporium is located at the corner of Kenilworth and Lakeview, which is a few blocks from the circle. But we have a wonderful bunch of entrepreneurs in this strip, and this building is over 50 years old. So Kenilworth Corner has been here a long time. And so with my town, I share part of this town is with Tina, that is a wonderful commercial sign maker, and she owns Sebring Signs and Shirts. Originally, Sebring Signs was owned by me, and it started here at this location in 2001. So we are continuing to evolve and getting more art involved, and that's where having wonderful artists both on the wall here behind me with their art projects, and also with what Laura's putting together with this community. And that's what I love about what she's putting out there, is the community. And so any entrepreneur or a person, if they just wanted to buy one of these murals, they could develop it with their own insight as to the people that they love doing business with. So for example, I've had a really good relationship with John Shoup through many years and on many different projects. So the bank will be on mine. And WWOJ I've worked with for many years through the sign business and here. So on my town, and Laura has granted me a title, I am the Grand Marshal. So there you go. I'm the Grand Marshal of this particular town. And so right here is the Emporium Marketplace, and then Tina's is represented with Sebring Signs. So I've also really enjoyed being part of business activities with our Highlands local newspaper. I know that not that many people read the newspaper that they once did, but there's still a lot of people that do and appreciate finding what's happening in an old-fashioned way. And we are an old-fashioned small town. So that's what the Emporium is about, and you can get your own personalized little person, imposed on these different things. So for example, on this one by the Emporium Marketplace, we will have some of our artists' pictures actually put on the canvas, which is going to be just so much talk when people come in, and I would love to bring our artist up. So if Laura would join me, and she can tell any things that I might have missed.
I have one here that shows one with people in from my last town, Palatka, that shows where I met my foot doctor and his little people, my favorite guy at Walgreens, and helped me with pictures. And so this is called Logo City. I've kind of been doing this just as a hobby and gifts for people, but Linda and a couple of the other people in town see the business benefit of it and wrote me a check. So they're official. 3 official ones so far. Linda, our Grand Marshal, has the 3rd official city, and I can't wait to see who else she picks to be on here, because that's where I find who I do business with. This one is AJ Danielson's that I've been working on, and I've been out taking pictures.
And what does AJ's business? What is AJ?
AJ is Leader One Financial. He does home loans. He's working on ours right now. And so he picked realtors to be on his town, and Jesse Voorhees is the one who picked him. So he picked Jesse to be on his town too. And one day it'll hopefully, be where we can shop online. But right now what it is artwork and networking. I'd love to go out and see all these people, and they just chat about what good businesses they are. Mr. Sammy's Pizza and lots of family in here. So it's a very small town, and I'm just thrilled that Linda is helping all these artists, including me, help our dreams come true, because this is 25 years of my life, and it's actually something now. that people appreciate. So
And
thank
we're
you,
all really
Linda.
excited about Laura coming to town and making this pop. So
Thank you.
we're
Step
on
back.
the map, and we each get an opportunity to have our own map.
Yes, and we do need people on these streets.
Yes.
You know, so it's get some people on the map. Let's get these people out here and say, hey, I want to be represented here.
Right. So we will send our photographer out and take a picture of them at their business. There is a charge for that, of course, but then she will take their picture and it will be superimposed on here. So she's already taken my picture, she's taken Tina's picture. So we will have little versions of us around there.
That is going to be cool. How many, I was going to ask her, how many years has she been doing this kind of art?
I believe I'll let her speak for herself.
Yes, please.
30 years ago, I just had the idea because the screen touch was just coming out, and I thought, wouldn't that be cool if we could have everything all together to do that? And when I was in real estate, I thought realtors, I wanted a town like this with my vendors, and it just took a while for technology to catch up to it. So I would say 30 years ago is when I first had the idea. And I went to a company in Louisville called Bach Creative Services, and she called this wonderful artist named Mackenzie. And I said, I see this little town with buildings and things on it. And when I saw it the first time, and he had Dental Dude on here and different things,
Oh,
and
wow.
actually people sketched in. I really didn't know what to do with it, but God has kind of guided me all these years to start with little magazine clippings and drawings and Photoshop. I've done, some of these are probably digital. This probably is digital. But then I figured out finally how to hand draw it, and that's what people really want, is something that I spent my time and made their logo into some artwork. So it's the joy of my life, and to finally make a little money would just be icing on the cake.
Absolutely, and also the
Yes.
pride that the people that do purchase these can put this in their businesses, and people, their clientele can look on the wall and see their business and see them buy their business and just
Yes,
be
for
draw.
sure.
Man, I wish I could get something like that.
Yes,
Well, and
thank
the
you.
operation, you've been working on it for this 30 years. I've been in the sign business in this area for over 30 years. So I know a variety of different businesses, entrepreneurs, Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, a lot of things that I've been involved in that I can bring to this project. And because of Sebring Signs technology and the things that they bring in cooperation with, for example, I'm seamstress. And so I can do aprons that say our town. And I can do various little mock-ups because people that come to visit us love Sebring. They come here for a reason. And though the downtown area has had a lot of national footage out there, we can keep adding to it, and when the people come here, they don't want to just come to that downtown. They're coming for all of Sebring. The golfing, the weather, we have cute little beaches that people picnic on, Lake Jackson, Lake June, and we have so many lakes and so many beautiful things and so many beautiful people to know.
And the racetrack.
And the
A lot of
racetrack,
people come for that.
and. So in these years and being at this location, kind of found myself in a position of when people would come in, there was a tickler on my POS software, how did you find us? And so it gave an opportunity to open up a dialogue. Well, I came to take care of my parents, and I'm going to go ahead and move my business from Louisville here because I think it'll work here. And I got that quite often. I was able to say, well, if you need anything else, you need a good doctor or a dentist or need to know where to get your tires or whatever. And this puts it into place for my own business or other people's. So word of mouth is still a very important advertising. And this is a wonderful way to do it on an art piece. So what fun is that?
Absolutely.
I love you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Wow. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.